Well, I have returned. Now, have you guys and gals seen the very first video of the day? If not, smash that bell, and of course, you will get notification from YouTube. And don't worry, I'll discuss my social media accounts when this video is completely over. Now, I want you guys and gals to sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab something to eat, or grab something to drink. Or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on the subject. And of course, the link will be down below, or the article will be down below. Once again, there'll be an article. Okay, now I know for sure you guys and gals know about this information because the news broke yesterday sometime. It went like sort of like viral for all the wrestling gurus. So I did not discuss this yesterday because I have uploaded two of my videos yesterday. There's no reason to add a third one, so I save it for today. So I'm gonna try to explain it, then I will give my reaction on it. Okay, so listen to this very, very carefully. I'm using my trusty laptop. If I messed up, I'm sorry. The Friday Night SmackDown will undergo more changes after moving from Fox to USA Network. Okay. The SmackDown premiere episode last Friday showcased a new version and design of the logo and other stuff. Some people like it, some people did not like it. Okay, with the updated color, graphic, logo, and theme. Speaking of theme, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really fired up for it. Maybe eventually I'll get used to it, or maybe people will just mute it until the action actually kicks off. Okay, the show no longer has to end 2 minutes before the top of the hour to make way for the local news on Fox. I hope I said it loud, for the greatest flexibility or whatever. Okay, now you remember when Raw was 3 hours and the third hours of it was a very, very boring? Well, it looked like SmackDown is going to do the same thing what Raw used to do. Have a 3 hours. I know. 3 hours of SmackDown. I think it was perfectly fine with 2 hours. That's just me. Okay? If they go over, then so what? They went over last week because there's a season premiere of the return of USA Network. Okay, now I'm just going to skip this. Monday Night Raw will eventually back to its previous 2 hours format, which it hasn't had since 2012. I know that's unbelievable. Starting October the 7th, as WWE transferred from USA Network to Netflix, a temporary thing, so they're going to have a 2 hour Raw for the rest of the year until they not go back to Netflix. So, and I also heard they're going to go back to 3 hours once they go on Netflix. I don't like that at all, but whatever, you know? So, how do you feel about that? Once Raw goes to Netflix and they're going to go back to 3 hours. I think 3 hours is a buzzkill. Been like that for a long time. Even Triple H says that it's very hard to write a show. Well, now you got to deal with it on SmackDown. So I don't know who came up with the idea. Probably USA Network. So 2 hours is perfectly fine for both shows. I don't care what anybody says. We don't need a 3 hour show. I don't care if SmackDown is the hottest show right now for WWE. I don't care. We don't need a 3 hour show. We don't. We don't. Okay? Now, probably a lot of you will disagree with me. Okay? Now, is this going to butt heads with AEW show on Friday nights? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe eventually AEW will expand their show on Friday nights and go head to head with SmackDown once again. You never know. It's all about competition with the owner of AEW. I can't really pronounce his name. So, listen to this. Once the WWE Raw moves to Netflix, it will become a 3 hour show once again. See, like I said, that's not right. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I don't give a darn who you have on your show, and I don't care what kind of storyline, but it just drags out for me. Maybe not for you, but for me. I still watch it. Like I'm on my laptop, and like if there's anything interesting, I just turn around my chair and just watch it. I could just listen to it and see what's happening. You don't have to actually watch the product. I mean, to each their own. So, what do you think? Do you think this is a bad move of SmackDown having 3 hours starting sometime in January 2025? Plus, what's your thoughts? Do you think it's a bad move when Raw goes to Netflix and they return for a 3 hour show? What's your thoughts? My thoughts is I think that's a bad move. I know it's a business decision. I mean, it might be okay for what the first month or so. Then eventually it's going to get worse and worse because they're not going to keep up with some amazing storylines. I don't think so. We'll see. You know, and people are going to complain. People will complain about, man, I wish SmackDown was 3 hours instead of 2 hours. Now you get your darn wish. Now people are going to complain. Why do we have a 3 hour SmackDown? You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Maybe we're going to have more action and less talking. They need to cut that down more. No more. I mean, I don't mind talking, but we had too much backstage interviewing. We like to have more action. And we'll see. And please, WWE, bring back the pyro every week. You guys could afford it. You have a new entrance, use it. New theme, use the darn thing. Don't just skip it. You know, I don't understand you guys, the company. So that's all I have to say. And let me know what you think. You guys give a darn about this news, or maybe you don't give a darn. Anyway, follow me Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all my social media accounts will be down below for sure. Now, of course, if you want to be part of my show, that'd be delightful. If not, don't worry about it. Have a good, amazing Friday and an awesome weekend. Talk to you tomorrow sometime. Adios.